Have you ever laid down in bed, turned off the lights, and instead of falling asleep started fighting a real mental battle? Incessant thoughts, old worries, emotions you didn't even know you still carried. All of this bubbling in your mind exactly when you needed peace most. If this sounds familiar, know that you are not alone, and even better, there is a way to change this scenario. Imagine transforming your moment of rest into a deep inner healing ritual, capable of releasing subconscious blockages, restoring your emotional balance, and leading you to truly restorative sleep. Does it seem too good to be true? So get ready to discover how meditation, combined with conscious breathing practices, mental reprogramming, and powerful visualizations, can open doors you never knew existed within you. Here we go far beyond the superficial. Take a deep breath and relax tips. We will explore techniques that activate your vital energy, dissolve invisible tensions, and awaken your potential for personal growth in a practical and accessible way. And the best part, you can apply all of this without needing extra hours in your day, without complicated formulas, and, of course, without giving up the pleasure of simply being yourself. Get ready for a journey that combines tradition and science, mixing ancient wisdom of relaxation with modern discoveries about how our mind and body connect during sleep. This is your invitation to experience nights of genuine rest, unlock your subconscious, and build a continuous, light and natural inner healing routine. If you feel like you deserve more than sleepless nights and tired awakenings, stay with me. What comes next may be exactly what your heart and your body have been silently asking for a long time. When we talk about meditation, many people already imagine someone sitting in the lotus position on top of a mountain. But relax, reality can and should be much simpler. Before you begin, the first step is to create a safe space, free from distractions. You know, that little corner of the house that exudes warmth? Could be your bed, a couch, or even a chair by the window. The important thing is that this place invites your body and mind to enter a state of genuine relaxation, preparing the ground for the deep work of inner healing and mental reprogramming that lies ahead. Now, a golden tip: turn off everything that can steal your attention. Cell phone on silent, soft lights, maybe even some incense or some very soft ambient music like those 432 Hz frequency playlists. The vital energy that you will mobilize during meditation needs space to flow. Without this preparation, the brain is in a state of alert that makes it difficult to release the subconscious blocks that we want to work on. So treat this moment as a gift to yourself, an encounter with your own soul. Many people underestimate the power of this initial preparation, but it is what separates a superficial meditation from a real journey of personal growth. When you dedicate yourself to creating this refuge, you signal to your subconscious, hey, now it's safe to let go. This is where we begin to access deeper layers, where that invisible tension resides that hinders full relaxation and even blocks restorative sleep. There is no mystery, just practice and sincere intention. If you want to further enhance this inner healing environment, it is worth investing in small rituals. It could be drinking a calming tea beforehand. Chamomile and lavender are great choices. Using a warm blanket or even lighting a vanilla-scented candle. These details send subtle messages to the brain saying, trust me, we're home. And it is in this trust that mental reprogramming happens more fluidly, freeing up internal space for new possibilities to flourish. So remember, the invitation here is not to create a perfect setting worthy of Pinterest, but rather a space that speaks directly to your heart. An environment that helps you slow down, disconnect from external demands, and truly immerse yourself in the practice of meditation. Because believe me, when you start this way, each breath becomes a bridge to your inner world. And the true healing process begins to unfold like magic. Before diving deep into relaxation, it's time to take one very important step: setting your intention. Think of it like programming your GPS before a trip. You need to know where you want to go. Ask yourself, what do I want to release today? What block is asking to be released? Whether it's persistent anxiety, an old fear, or emotional fatigue that won't go away, everything is welcome at this time. When we recognize our current limitations, we make space for inner healing to happen in a more conscious and powerful way. The idea here is not to get caught up in judgments or dwell on what went wrong. Quite the opposite. It is observing, welcoming, and bringing together these questions like someone collecting old letters to finally put them into the fire of transformation. In this process, meditation acts like a key that unlocks hidden doors in our subconscious. And it is in this space, free from masks and demands, that we begin mental reprogramming, redirecting our vital energy towards lighter and healthier paths. A practical technique that can help is to write down these intentions before beginning meditation. Get a nice notebook, call it a release journal if you want to add a special touch, and write down simple sentences like, today, I release the tension in my chest. Or today, I let go of the fear of not being enough. Writing has a magical power to realize our desires in the physical world, reinforcing our commitment to personal growth and the search for restorative sleep. If at first it seems difficult to identify what needs to be released, that's okay. Take a deep breath. Sometimes subconscious blocks are shy and hide well. But with practice and kindness, they will reveal themselves. You can even use supportive phrases during your practice like, I trust that my body knows what needs to be healed. Letting meditation lead without forcing is part of the secret to releasing what no longer serves you. Remember, intention is not about rigidity, it is about openness. It is the act of planting a seed, not demanding an immediate harvest. When you position yourself internally with clarity and love, the inner universe responds. And with each practice, a little piece of those old blocks is left behind, like dry leaves carried by the wind. And then, naturally, vital energy begins to circulate more freely, preparing the ground for the next step of the journey. Now that you've planted your intention, it's time to use a powerful tool that's always with you: breathing. And it's not just any breathing, right? It's conscious breathing, the one we do on purpose, paying attention to each inhalation and exhalation. When you breathe presently, it is as if you open the doors to your inner world, inviting feelings and sensations to emerge without fear. This is where the true magic of inner healing begins, dissolving subconscious blockages that you never imagined carrying. A simple practice to start with is the famous 478. Inhale through your nose for a count of 4. Hold the air for a count of 7 and exhale through your mouth for a count of 8. Does it seem silly? Try it now and feel the difference. This exercise is a true passport to deep relaxation, helping to release tension, restore your vital energy, and prepare your body for restorative sleep. Not to mention that you begin to realize that, deep down, controlling your breathing is a way of talking directly to your subconscious. When you connect with your breath, something incredible happens. Racing thoughts begin to slow down too. The worries of the day lose their strength, the critical inner voices decrease in volume, and you finally find an inner space of peace. In this space, old emotions can come to the surface: sadness, anger, fear, and that's great. It is a sign that you are touching the roots of these subconscious blocks, allowing them to be seen, welcomed, and little by little transformed. If your mind starts to wander, and it will, you bet, treat it like a messy puppy patiently and gently bring it back to the breath. No fighting with yourself. Each time you return your attention to the flow of air moving in and out, you are strengthening your presence muscle. And it is in presence that mental reprogramming really happens, paving the way for the personal growth that we seek so much. So every time you feel lost or disconnected during meditation, go back to the basics: breathing. It is the anchor that keeps you steady amidst the waves of the mind. And over time, you will realize that breathing is not just about surviving, it is about living fully, expanding your consciousness, and creating within yourself a fertile space for healing and transformation to flourish. Once you've found this inner space through breathing, it's time to take an even deeper step using the power of visualization. The mind loves images, metaphors, movements. That's how it understands and transforms what it feels. The practice of visualizing abstract shapes such as lights, spirals, or even vital energy portals is a gentle and powerful way to begin expanding the inner journey. And the best? You don't have to see perfectly, just the intention to imagine activates the right areas of the brain for inner healing. A simple way to start is to imagine a sphere of golden light floating above your head. Visualize this sphere slowly descending, touching the top of your head and filling your entire body with a feeling of deep relaxation. Each cell seems to awaken to vital energy, dissolving subconscious blockages with a gentleness that words cannot even properly explain. This practice helps create fertile mental ground for personal growth to happen in an organic and transformative way. If you prefer something even more fluid, think about shapes that move: waves of light, gentle swirls, colorful nebulae. Visualizing these movements brings dynamism to meditation and makes it easier to unlock trapped emotions. The idea is to let the images emerge effortlessly, like someone watching a film projected by the soul. This process activates the Bodhi's self-healing system and helps set the stage for a restorative sleep, the kind where you wake up feeling light as a feather. Oh, and hey, race a golden tip: combine visualization with breathing. Inhale, imagining that you are drawing light and relaxation. Exhale, releasing tension and blockages. This simple combination creates a powerful cycle of inner renewal, like an energetic cleansing. In a short time, you will notice how mental reprogramming becomes almost automatic, rebuilding your internal beliefs and freeing up space for new possibilities to shine. Ultimately, visualizing is playing with consciousness. It's allowing your subconscious to have a new vocabulary to express itself and heal itself. The more you allow yourself to delve into these internal images, the deeper the relaxation and the more evident your personal growth becomes. And with each new practice, a new part of you awakens more alive, more free, and ready to create a reality full of meaning and peace. Now that the images have started to come to life in your mind, let's take a special walk, a journey through natural landscapes full of vital energy. Close your eyes and imagine yourself walking through fertile fields, where the green shines under a welcoming golden sun. The earth beneath your feet pulses with life, and the air carries that smell of wet grass after the rain. Just by imagining it, your body begins to respond, activating feelings of deep relaxation and giving a boost to inner healing. These scenes are not chosen at random, you know? Nature has a language that speaks directly to our subconscious. When we visualize fields, leafy trees, and bountiful harvests, we are programming our minds to accept growth, renewal, and abundance. Each step in this imaginary scenario helps dissolve old subconscious blocks, creating internal space for new possibilities to blossom. It's like planting invisible seeds of personal growth in the fertile soil of the soul. If you want to make this experience even richer, play with your senses. Imagine the gentle warmth of the sun on your skin, the distant sound of birds, the coolness of the wind caressing your face. The more details you put in, the more your brain goes into parallel reality mode and the more powerful mental reprogramming becomes. This sensory dive not only promotes immediate relaxation, but also paves the way for a restorative and deep sleep, one that truly renews. During this mental walk, observe: are there fruits growing, flowers opening, majestic trees around you? These natural symbols represent the parts of your life ready to be harvested and celebrated. And of course, it is normal for dry or shadowy areas to appear in the scenery from time to time. They also have their role, remembering that the healing and growth processes are organic, full of ups and downs, exactly as in nature. And everything is fine with that. So, allow yourself to stroll through these internal fields without rushing, without charge. Every vision of a golden field, every breath full of imaginary aromas is an invitation to further loosen old blockages and replenish your vital energy. The more you walk, the more you feel that inner peace and deep relaxation are not out there. Somewhere far away, they already live inside you, waiting to be rediscovered. After walking through fertile fields, it was time to spread your wings literally. Now imagine an immense and majestic eagle landing gently next to you. His eyes are penetrating, his presence is powerful, but at the same time conveys a deep calm. This eagle is not just a beautiful symbol, it represents the part of you that knows how to free yourself from limitations and fly above the subconscious blocks that still hold you back. Ready for this inner flight? Climb onto the eagle's back and feel the momentum as it takes flight. Little by little, the ground moves away and you begin to see green fields, winding rivers, and mountains in the distance. This elevated perspective is the perfect metaphor for what we are looking for, looking at our own lives from above, clearly, without getting lost in the small dramas of everyday life. In this flight, each beat of the wings is an invitation to relaxation, the strengthening of vital energy and conscious personal growth. As you fly over infinite landscapes, allow yourself to feel the wind on your face and freedom circulating through your being. With each deep breath, imagine that you absorb this wild and wise force of nature, dissolving subconscious blockages like clouds crossed by the flight of an eagle. You are not running away from your challenges, you are gaining perspective to face them with more lightness and wisdom. This feeling of expansion helps activate deep mechanisms of inner healing and mental reprogramming. If a specific image arises during the flight, such as tall mountains representing big dreams, or calm rivers symbolizing flowing emotions, welcome it without judging. Your subconscious communicates through these metaphors, and each of them brings precious messages for your journey of personal growth. The important thing is to let the flow happen naturally, like the eagle that trusts the air currents to guide it, without effort, just with presence and connection. At the end of the flight, allow the eagle to gently take you back to the ground safely. Feel how even stepping back onto solid ground, something inside you remains lighter, freer. This union between the walking self and the flying self is what makes the healing process so powerful. It's a reminder that even in the most difficult moments, you carry wings within you ready to take you beyond. And the journey, of course, is just beginning. After flying over the landscapes of your soul, the time comes to completely purify yourself. Now imagine yourself in front of a magical waterfall, where the waters fall forming a sparkling rainbow. This is no ordinary waterfall, it is made of pure vital energy, vibrant and welcoming. Each drop carries an inner healing intention, ready to wash away subconscious blockages, tensions and old thought patterns that no longer serve who you are becoming. Take the first step and feel the water touch your skin, gently penetrating each pore. As the waterfall envelopes you, visualize tiredness dripping from your shoulders, worries dissolving like ink in water, and those old hurts being washed away without resistance. Each breath into this colored water is an invitation to deep relaxation and complete renewal of your being. Let the current clean up what you didn't even know needed to be released. If you want to intensify the experience, imagine that each color of the rainbow represents a different area of your life. Red brings strength and stability, orange sparks creativity, yellow sparks your joy, and so on. As the water touches every part of your body, visualize these energies being rebalanced, filling your inner spaces with freshness and radiance. This powerful visualization technique not only promotes healing, but also boosts mental reprogramming naturally. As you stand under the waterfall, notice how lightness begins to occupy the place that was previously taken by invisible weights. The body becomes looser, the mind clearer, and the heart more open. It is in this state of serenity that personal growth finds fertile ground to flourish. And it is impressive how, after a few minutes in this energetic bath, the vital energy seems to flow with more strength, warming the entire body like a reborn internal sun. When you feel the process is complete, take a step out of the waterfall and feel the difference. It's like wearing a new skin, lighter, more luminous. Subconscious blocks have been weakened, relaxation has taken over, and the restorative sleep that will soon come will just be the natural continuation of this deep cleansing. With each drop that dripped, you allowed yourself to be reborn a little more, and without a doubt, there is much more beauty waiting to emerge on the next stage of this journey. After bathing in the waterfall's vibrant energy, The next stage of your journey is to dive even deeper, enter the sacred cave of your own mind. Imagine a majestic entrance at the base of an ancient mountain, where the atmosphere is dense, mysterious, and welcoming. Each step inward is like going through layers of your subconscious, going beyond what is visible or known. The darkness of the cave is not scary, it welcomes, embraces, and sets the stage for deep inner healing. As you progress, you will begin to notice the thick, strong roots that spread across the walls and floor. These roots represent your life paths, decisions, experiences, dreams, fears, and victories. Some are vibrant and healthy, others are perhaps a little dry or tangled. But here in this safe space there is no judgment. There is only the opportunity to observe and understand which paths need more vital energy to flourish. The cave is a secret sanctuary, a space reserved just for you and your most intimate story. Sit for a moment in this environment and take a deep breath, allowing the moist, wisdom-filled air to penetrate your lungs. This break helps to dissolve subconscious blocks that you may not even be fully aware of carrying. Here in the deep silence of the cave, your relaxation naturally deepens, and the mind opens to real possibilities of mental reprogramming. As you contemplate the roots, you may feel the urge to touch some of them. Follow this intuition. When you touch a root, imagine that you are sending love, healing, and positive intention to that part of your life. This symbolic gesture, simple but powerful, activates internal mechanisms of personal growth. Each touch is a seed of change being planted in the fertile soil of your subconscious, and the most beautiful thing is knowing that these seeds are already starting to germinate, even if you don't see it yet. Now that you are connected to the roots of your story, it is time to work on healing and strengthening these inner pathways. Visualize that, with your hands or just the strength of your intention, you begin to repair the damaged roots. Every touch, every breath of vital energy is like a caress that awakens the natural regeneration power of your being. There is no rush in this process. Everything happens in its own time, with kindness and respect. Maybe some roots need a little more attention, like forgotten dreams or suppressed emotions. Imagine that you are nourishing these parts with golden light, flowing freely from your heart. This light has the power to dissolve subconscious blockages and release the energy necessary for your personal growth. The more you send this loving energy, the more you feel the roots strengthen, gain color, life, and purpose again. During this inner healing work, also notice how your own energy changes. A gentle warmth may begin to spread through your chest, as if life is reigniting from the inside out. This feeling is a sign that your mental reprogramming is working. You are literally creating new paths for your evolution. Each healed root is a part of you that vibrates again in harmony with life, with more lightness, strength, and wisdom. Ultimately, this process is a powerful reminder within you there is everything needed for transformation. No blockage is eternal, no limitation is insurmountable. With each conscious breath, with each act of self-love here in the sacred cave, you reaffirm your capacity for healing and rebirth. And the most beautiful thing is that this vital energy that you have awakened will now accompany you to the next step of the journey. With the roots healed and strengthened, now is the time to plant the seeds of the future. Imagine that you are in a vast and fertile field, with the earth fresh and ready to receive what you want to grow. Hold small silver seeds in your hands and visualize each one representing a positive intention for your life. Could be something related to your health, happiness, inner peace, or personal growth. There is no limit to what you can plant here. Now start spreading these seeds throughout the field. Feel the energy of your intentions materializing in each one of them. As the seeds touch the earth, imagine them beginning to grow, blossoming with the strength of everything you are learning and absorbing. The soil is rich in possibilities, and each seed planted is a step towards realizing a new version of yourself, more aligned with your deepest desires. As you plant, allow yourself to visualize how these seeds will transform over time. Some can grow quickly, others will need more time and patience. But all of them, without exception, have immense potential. This is a reflection of your personal growth. Some changes happen immediately, while others require constant care, but all bring benefits to your journey of healing and mental reprogramming. Let the sight of these seeds growing in the field fill you with hope and confidence. Each of them represents a choice you made, a commitment to your transformation and well-being. Don't rush. Beauty is in the process, in caring, in observing the gradual flowering of what you sowed. And so, you prepare to reap the fruits of this inner journey, with a renewed mind and a stronger spirit than ever. As you reach the end of this journey, notice the growth that has happened within you. The transformation is visible in every aspect of your mind and spirit. Visualize yourself stronger, more confident, and with a deep sense that you are capable of reprogramming your life at any moment. Each step you took during this experience strengthened your inner power, and now you feel this energy vibrating within you. Now, with your eyes closed, feel this growth integrating into your everyday life. What seemed impossible before is now part of your new reality. Believing in your power of inner healing and personal growth has never been so clear. And with this new strength, you're prepared to move forward, knowing you have everything you need to create the life you want. The time has come to let your body and mind completely relax, allowing the work you have done on your inner journey to integrate even more deeply. Visualize yourself lying down in a peaceful space, surrounded by soft, welcoming energy. As you close your eyes, know that everything you have experienced will continue to play out in your subconscious as you drift off into restorative and healing sleep. As you drift off to sleep, take with you the peace gained during this journey. The energy that has been awakened will continue to flow throughout the night, guiding your dreams and strengthening your mental reprogramming. With each breath, deep rest will invigorate your body, mind, and spirit, preparing you for a new awakening, full of possibilities for personal growth and inner healing. We have reached the end of this journey of meditation and self-knowledge. Now it's time to reflect on everything you've experienced, the release of subconscious blocks, inner healing, and the strengthening of your vital energy. How do you feel? Can you see the transformation that has already begun? Remember, every step you take on this journey is building a stronger, more balanced version of yourself. Now it's up to you. How will you apply all of this in your daily life? The personal growth you have experienced here is not temporary, but an ongoing process. By subscribing to the channel and turning on notifications, You will always be in tune with more practices that will help you achieve inner peace and reprogram your mind for success. Are you ready to transform and live according to the positive energy you have awakened today? Let's go together.